One of the things I get asked a lot about as a married woman by young single ladies is, how do I wait for Mr. Right patiently? And I would say, date yourself. Date yourself. Get to know yourself and date yourself. All the things that you think you would be doing if you were with him, going on holidays overseas, going on getaway weekends, on going to nice restaurants, going to nice events, going to jazz festivals. Do those things by yourself and date yourself. All those things that you are reserving to do and waiting to do for when he gets there. Do them now. Enjoy your life now and date yourself. So that when he gets here, he finds you living and enjoying your life. He finds you having a lot of activity in your life, having your own schedule, so that your life doesn't suddenly stop and revolve around him. When he finds you, he finds someone who's compatible, who's vibrant, and is not waiting to be told what to do, where to go, given ideas about how to entertain themselves, and be an active, present part of their lives. He must find you being present. He must find you being joyful. He must find you attending church. He must find you going to nice restaurants. He must find you going on trips overseas. He must find you already driving. He must find you going to places by yourself. So that what he's bringing to the table is a bonus. Or so that when he finds you, or some man finds you and they start doing all these things you haven't been doing for yourself, you don't mistake them for being the right guy just because they're taking you out to eat, just because they're taking you to the movies, just because they took you on a trip overseas, just because they bought you a very expensive bag or very expensive pair of shoes. Do those things for yourself. Just because they went to church with you, you know how to go to church by yourself. So that you're not enthralled when he finds you and he's doing those things and he's bringing that to the table, and you're not enthralled by the surface level things. He must find you doing those things because you've been dating yourself, and you haven't been waiting for a certain day somewhere in the future to be happy. You're happy now. You're joyful now. Your life is full and overflowing and abundant now. Full of activity, going to markets, going to fashion shows, going on trips with your girls, going on trips alone. Do all of that. He must find you doing that. He must find you moving. So that there's no thing that you're waiting to do only when he gets here. He must find you doing those things. Write that list down of those things you think, okay, I'll do it only when he gets here. And get on with doing those things on that list. Date yourself. In that way, when he finds you, he'll find you as an independent person. And he'll be coming into relationship with an independent person. And he'll be an independent person. And the relationship that you will have will be that of interdependency. Not of one person being dependent and the other person being independent, and the one person being dependent on the independent person and being controlled by the independent person. He must find you independent, because when two independent people come together and form an interdependent relationship, you can soar to greater heights. Essentially, he mustn't find you and you already have a job for him to do, and there's all this pressure on his shoulders already. He must find you breezing through, so that there's no pressure, that you're not a weight into his life, but you're a delight into his life, that you are a delight in each other's lives, that you're not a weight in each other's lives, that no one person is more responsible for the other person, and the other person is more responsible for the other person, that both of you are 100% responsible for each other, because what each can do, the other can do.